Good evening, everyone. My name is Jayan Pillai, and I'd like to welcome you back to another Tech Talk in our series sponsored by Codesmith. Today, we have the pleasure of welcoming Sabrina Ira to give us a brief talk about computer peripherals. So without further ado, I'd like to pass it on over to you, Sabrina.
Thank you, Jayan. Hi, everyone. My name is Sabrina. I am a resident here at Codesmith, and today I'll be talking about the importance of computer peripherals. Here is my overview of my topic. So I'll be discussing this in different parts, starting with understanding what a peripheral device is, followed by the history of um, peripheral devices among different industries, as well as the challenges behind them and how they can affect your computing experience. So what is a peripheral device exactly? So a peripheral device, also known as auxiliary hardware device, it's not really essential to the core architecture of the computer to make it functional. There are more of like enhancements. Um, Most peripherals can be operated just by plugging them in onto the computer ports. Some of them are even already built in, and there are even wireless ones, such as Bluetooth and internet connection. So there are multiple categories of these peripheral devices, such as input, output, storage, communication, and plenty more. So I'll walk you through them so we can get to know them better. Input devices. These are responsible for the user interaction with the computer. These include keyboards, computer mice, scanners, microphones, as well as webcams. Then you got output devices. They convey information to the user straight from the computer, which are examples include monitors, printers, as well as audio peripherals, including speakers and headphones. Then you got storage devices. These are responsible for the retention of data. They serve as additional storage and are great to have when you want to carry important files with you. These include USB thumb drives, external hard drives, DVDs, CDs, as well as SDA memory cards, which you can find in smaller devices such as cameras and cell phones. And then you have communication devices. These are more focused on the connectivity and communication to other computers over the internet. These include modems, network interface cards, as well as voice over internet protocol phones. But aren't they like basically the same thing as saying computer accessories? Well, the clear answer is no. There is a distinction between those two. So while peripheral device is something that is functional to the computer, a computer accessory is nothing more than a personalized decoration over your devices, such as mouse pads, keyboard covers, laptop sleeves, and so on. So now let me walk you through the brief history of peripheral devices. Before USB ports became the standard ports of many computers today, peripheral devices had their own connectors in the past, such as PS2s, serial ports, DINs, FireWires, and so many more. They are now known as legacy ports. Then here you got history of data storage like floppy disk and compact disks, which used to be very popular back in the day, and the earliest form of computer memory, which started in the 1930s, it is known as the magnetic drum memory. They lasted until the 70s and were eventually replaced by hard disks and RAM. Then here you got VGA, also known as Video Graphics Array. These were the most common connectors for many computer displays until today, but are slowly phasing out due to the emergence of DVIs, HDMIs, as well as display ports. But you will still see some VGA ports on most modern computers to this day. And of course, the most popular ones, you got the computer keyboard, which goes way back to when the typewriter was first invented. And the computer mouse, too, also went through many iterations, from straight from the traditional rubber ball mice all the way up to the optical mice, which now has photocell and LED. So now you know the basic peripheral devices and what they are, but there are actually so many more that are actually catered to your specific niches. So let's check them out. Here you got gaming. Gaming peripheral devices include game controllers, Joy-Cons, VR equipment, as well as much more advanced ones like gaming mice and mechanical keyboards. And if you are into art and design or photography, you would like drawing or graphic tablets or even touchscreen devices like an iPad too. They also work. Cameras, you definitely want to transfer photos and videos to your SD cards. Um, and then if you like to do 3D rendering and modeling, you can even invest on a 3D printer um, to print out these material objects, which is really cool. And if you like to produce content, like, as a streamer or content creator or even doing podcasts, you might like stuff like Stream Decks, HDMI splitters and capture cards also help you record footage from consoles. And you also want like advanced things like higher quality webcams as well as microphones. And if you want to improve your workspace for a professional environment, you might like multiple monitors for multitasking, as well as projectors, scanners, and extending devices like USB hubs. So we know a lot of good stuff about these peripheral devices, but not all of them are as they seem to be. So why is that? There are definitely challenges and limitations to obtaining these peripheral devices, as well as even adapting them into your own computer environment. One of these biggest challenges include durability. Much like computers, peripheral devices can also um, wear out and age over time, and it can cost you time and money to either repair them or replace them. Speaking of money, cost is also a significant factor. Peripheral devices that you would need would tend to be very expensive and high priced, especially the ones designed for your accessibility needs. You also want to consider purchasing a peripheral device that is much more familiar and comfortable for you to use instead of getting a new one that gives you a steep learning curve which ends up resulting you to give time and effort to even fully master them. Much more importantly, the most biggest challenge is the security, which is often an overlooked aspect among peripheral devices. It is important to make sure your peripheral devices are safe for the computer to use because peripheral devices are also vulnerable and susceptible to viruses and malware, whether it's physical or wireless. These include such example includes blue snarfing. It is a hacking technique in which a hacker can access a wireless device through Bluetooth connection, which sounds pretty scary. But in most general cases, the computer can also inform you if your peripheral device is damaged and can prompt you to scan them. So this is very important. Always take care of your devices wherever you go. So in conclusion, they do play an important role to your computer experiences. Choosing the right ones can significantly elevate your productivity and comfort. And many peripheral devices are now much more intuitive and user-friendly, and there's such a wide variety to choose from, whether it's for your professional requirement or personal hobbies. So what peripheral devices do you guys use and how did they change your computing experience? So here you have, so here I show you my peripheral devices that have shaped my computer experience over the years. So there you have it, the importance of computer peripherals. And here are my cited sources. Any questions? Okay. Thank you all for listening and I'll popcorn it back to Giant.
Thank you so much for that informative talk, Sabrina. And thank you everyone for coming out tonight. We'll see you at the next one.